Should the 49ers re-sign Kyle Juszczyk this offseason? Not the cheapest player.
Am I starting on this one?
Yeah, you can start.
For most teams, signing a player like Juszczyk would be a complete luxury, but for the 49ers, it almost feels like a necessity. He's so important and vital to everything that they do. And I know you don't pay fullbacks that much money. Like Kyle Shanahan gave Kyle Juszczyk record-breaking money for a fullback 4 years ago. But when you look at his body of work and how much better the 49ers offense is with him on, he just contributes in so many different ways. And finally, he's becoming the red zone threat that he always seemed that he could become. He has 6 touchdowns this year, a career high. He's being utilized inside the 10-yard line. I think 12 of his 16 carries this year have gone for first downs. More than 50% of his catches have gone for first downs. So he's becoming a much more important part to the offense than he already was. And he's right up there as a top 3 priority with guys like Trent Williams, K'Wan Williams, and then Juszczyk as far as who the 49ers need to prioritize re-signing this offseason.
I think it depends entirely on how much Trent Williams is going to be worth, and then also how much they need to re-sign Fred Warner for, because I think those are the 2 guys that they definitely need to lock in for the future, because I just don't like the left tackles available on the free agent market. And then after that, if the salary lines up, I could see him back for $5 million. That 6.7 that he has this year on the cap. I know because it's the last year of his deal, that's why it's that big. But that's just hard for me to do with the salary cap not increasing by a lot this offseason. That's my hesitation with re-signing Juszczyk, but I think he's definitely important for Shanahan's offense. If he doesn't re-sign, my alternative is Tommy Tremble, the Notre Dame H-back. So if you want to look at an H-back, watch him.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to try to get him back at a probably around somewhere between $3 to $4 million a year if he would be willing to take that, because that's right around his value at this point in terms of what his cap number should be. He does so much for them. You know, he allows them to have a 21 personnel look, but actually line up in 12, because he'll line up as the H-back role and those kind of things. And that's a really big deal for this offense. It gives them a lot of flexibility. Part of why they were able to run so much no huddle with Nick Mullins for a couple of weeks there, especially like in the Dallas game. So if they can keep him in around that range, then yes. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing somebody like one of the who's a Werner or so on be the guy that's going to be kind of replacing him at the fullback role. I think
they got to sign him. I don't know if they want to sign him. He's expensive. They don't use him as much as his pay warrants, but I've seen Ross Dwelley try to play fullback, and it's admirable what he does, but he ain't a fullback. He can't hit like that. He's not a blocker like that. He doesn't pack a punch, and neither does Charlie Werner. I mean, maybe Charlie Werner could become a fullback, but I haven't seen it from him. I think what the Niners want to do with their run game with 2 backs and their play action game, I think Juszczyk really makes that work. And without him, they got to take out all that stuff from their playbook, all the play action shot plays with him at fullback. I think they need him. I think their play action game needs him. And I think even though they've evolved into much more of a yards after the catch offense, that's by necessity because of who their quarterback is. Shanahan made his name and his fortune in the NFL getting the ball down the field off play action. I really think Juszczyk helps that. So that's the way I look at it. But you need to let him go.
He's the ultimate glue guy, and you need guys like that to kind of keep everything together. Bring back,
and they've been ramping up his usage, not tapering it off the last few months. So